Good morning everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ava and it's a Sunday morning for me. It's bright and early. Typically I spend my weekends like Sunday or Saturday kind of taking some time to declutter my space, and today I thought that it's time for me to address my virtual space and kind of my addiction. Unfortunately, I don't spend much time on social media, but there is one social media, or I don't know, would you call YouTube a social media? Basically, all my time is spent watching videos on YouTube. I don't really have any other social media. I don't have Instagram, I don't have Facebook. So for me, YouTube is like the only sort of virtual media that I spend my time on, and I think safely assume without having to check myself that I spend at least like 3 or maybe 4 hours a day consuming content on YouTube. And so I don't know, it's been on my mind for quite a few months now, and I just think I need to start taking more drastic measures and maybe go through my subscription list and just kind of unsubscribe from people that I know are not like making me feel the best. I don't know, maybe not putting me into the best like mental health space. The same way really that when I used to have Instagram, the same way I used to go through my Instagram on a regular basis, and when I found like a creator that I noticed is kind of making me feel a little like heavier after consuming their content, like I would just unfollow them basically, because I don't know, I just think that the priority should always be mental health and your well-being. So that's what I'm doing today. I don't know, I guess I thought I'd share my journey because I wanted to sort of maybe encourage you if you haven't done that in a while, if you haven't thought about doing something like that. I think it's a really good idea to check in. I always feel like summertime for me is like a good halfway point of the year where I sort of go into my notes and I look through my New Year's resolutions, or I look through my through my New Year's resolutions or my goals for the year to basically just check in with myself to see where I'm at, because 6 months of the year has gone by, so it's just basically it's helpful for me to see what I've been focusing on for the first part of the year, and then to maybe like start pivoting and start focusing on other things if I'm not happy with the progress. So that's sort of what kind of this is. Other things that I think about again is like going through my stuff. So material things take a lot of space in my house, and I'm sort of leaning towards a minimalist lifestyle where I don't want things to clutter my space. So again, it's like summertime is also at that point of year where I oftentimes reach a breaking point and just start feeling overwhelmed with things and stuff and just start wanting to make changes. And so I'll go through like room after room, or just pick a space like my closet, right, and just try and declutter. But today, this Sunday, for some reason, like I said, I've been thinking a lot about how YouTube has been taking too much time of my day, and so I've been taking steps to try and sort of discourage myself from doing that. So my tactic, first and number one tactic, was to kind of force myself to, instead of watching a YouTube video, like it's still hard for me not to click on YouTube. So I'll put on like an ambience video and do something else. For example, read a book, because that's kind of my hobby. So I love just picking up a book and reading it with like, a candlelight lit, or like a YouTube ambience video of like, I don't know, a rainy day or something like that. It just depends on what book I'm reading and what kind of fits the theme of the book. In any case, it's as like fun, and like I'm actually getting excited thinking about that. As fun as it sounds, 9 times out of 10 I won't do that, and I'll just click on the next YouTube video to consume. So I know that it's just, for me, it's just a hard thing to do, to like try and reduce my YouTube consumption. So the other thing that I did, step number 2, was last week when I created my YouTube channel. So I my step number 2 was to try and make YouTube not only the space for consumption, but also a space for creativity. So maybe after logging in to my account, instead of clicking on like the next video to consume, I might just I just opened the door basically to allow myself for a secondary option, and that being maybe if I have a video idea, to instead of watch a YouTube video, go and create one, like go and film a YouTube video, or instead of going to other channels, go to my own channel and engage with people with the comments. Or again, I made one YouTube video, I don't get any comments, but in the future, if I get subscribers, then that's going to be something to do instead, again, of just clicking on the next video and simply consuming more content. And yeah, today, step number 3, and I can't think of any more steps, so this is kind of my last resort, is that just going through my YouTube subscription list. And I don't have that many, but I know I have enough to go through them and declutter, because I don't know, sometimes I'll get into this space where I'll rewatch the same videos over and over again. There are many videos that I've seen double digits, 20 times, because when I run out of videos to watch, I just have this compulsive need to just click on something. I just need something to play in the background while I'm not really doing anything. I'm really just numbing my mind. And this is a thing that I don't mind it being that when I'm, for example, just wearing my, headphones and I'm cleaning the house, whatever, washing the floor, right? That's really nice. But then other times, for example, after work, I do have a 9-to-5 job. So, for example, after coming home from work, eating dinner, whatnot, it's I have hours before I go to bed. And my choice of activity is always just trying to, I don't know, just I guess I want that dopamine from YouTube videos to just sort of numb me out, where I can just sit, relax, and just watch videos and just let my body relax. And again, it's just, to me, it's just addicting. So I need to use it less. Easier said than done, but I am trying to make steps towards a better future. So I don't know if that's relatable to you. Again, we all have different things that we spend our time on, and my goal is to spend a lot more time reading books, a lot more time creating, a lot more time just, I don't know, spending with people, maybe doing other things than just mindless consumption. Because there are specific channels that I recognize that are there, and they repeat the same message over and over again, and I don't need to watch it over and over again, right? I know what they're saying. It's really less of a need and more of a habit to break. So yeah, I'll just look through my subscriptions, and hopefully I'll get rid of some things. That there are some channels that talk about a lot of negative things, and I would always even when I used to have Instagram, for example, I would always unfollow people that would make me feel negatively, like in some way, shape, or form, right? Like if they talked, I don't know, a lot like rage bait content, for example, that would make me feel like the world is a shittier place than it actually is, because I think that's just wrong. I think the world is a beautiful place, and most people that I meet in real life are like really awesome and lovely people. But if you spend too much time on the internet, sometimes it will start to like convince you that, you know, people are so selfish and so, I don't know, it's just like, yeah, all that rage bait content that I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, like people freaking out in public, people like fighting with each other, or like really, I don't know, really inflammatory like political content and stuff like that. I don't know, I just want less of that in my life. I like to keep up with like the struggles of people, of what, you know, people are dealing with, what they're unhappy with, but I just don't need a lot of it. Like maybe one channel would be enough to just sort of keep myself informed of what societal pressures are currently like on people's minds, I guess. In any case, there are some channels as well that I just keep watching because of like nostalgia reasons. Like I will not even enjoy the channel, but because like I'm used to the face, you know, that parasocial connection basically, like I feel like that person is almost like my friend. They're not, they don't even know I exist, but it's just like I keep watching their content even though it's unenjoyable, just to kind of repeat this you know, feeling of like what I experienced years ago when I used to watch their channel, and like times were different and things like that. You know, another category of people I'm unsubscribing is a very easy one. It's just people who stopped posting and they're just not regular on their channels. It's just like very easy to declutter, you know. Some people just quit YouTube or have other things going on in their lives, and that's fine. I don't need to, you know, keep that subscription going. Sometimes I used to click subscribe on like a person's vlog channel, for example, if like I like their main channel and they have like an adjacent vlog channel. I used to subscribe to that just because, again, it's just this like need to see more of them, which I think is unhealthy. So again, I just want to keep the channels that I really enjoy and not keep the ones that are just there for the sake of like needing videos to fill my time, right? Like if I have 4 hours a day that I do nothing, I'm just gonna need more channels, more videos to be able to click on them, right? Like I just need more quantity of videos to choose from. So that's why those channels are there. And I just, because I'm on a journey of trying to like reduce my time that I spend on YouTube, those channels need to go away. And then lastly, after I just like kind of clean up my channel, what I will do, like the last step that I'm gonna do is I'm just actively, when I click on YouTube like homepage, I'm actively going to actually click on a video, like on a creator I unsubscribed and I feel like I don't want them in my space in my life anymore. I will go through the step of clicking on that video and just telling YouTube that I'm not interested in this content, and just sort of even stay away from the homepage as much as possible, because the homepage is infinite, right? You can keep scrolling and you'll never run out of videos. YouTube will always find, like through an algorithm, to like things to recommend you, right? And so just basically making sure that I only go to my subscriptions, and if I run out of videos, like if I caught up with every creator that I like to watch, that's just that, right? Do something else. Go, I don't know, make some food, go read a book, go take a walk outside. Just try to force myself to choose anything but just mindlessly clicking on the next video. So that's my journey. I hope this maybe inspired you, or to declutter your own space, maybe not YouTube, maybe other social media, or just anything else in your life. Yeah, I think, like I said, I think summertime is a great time to do that, because it's just like we're halfway through the year. There's still so much time left until the end of the year before, we look back at the full picture and we see how our year went. So I just personally like to do that. Hopefully this helps you and you enjoyed spending your time with me. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.